After spending all week in California, the Patriots made themselves at home in San Diego. At Qualcomm Stadium, the sea of Pats fans made it seem even more like Gillette Stadium West.
Rhode Island football prides itself on resiliency and passion, and lucky for them, they don't have to look very far for inspiration. Week 12 here at Gillette Stadium, and the Patriots improved to 9-2 on the season after a 34-9 win over the Detroit Lions. Well, Rhodey fans, Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and while the men's basketball team is preparing for a big conference matchup game on Saturday against St. Louis, we got to hear what they think about the romantic holiday. Rhode Island women's basketball is comprised of many diverse athletes from all over the country, and one player in particular even has experience on the international stage. Next up for the Patriots, they'll face the 8-3 Green Bay Packers on the road the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Reporting from Gillette Stadium, I'm Courtney Geidel, Eyewitness Sports. Rhode Island baseball is just 8 days away from opening day, and while it's still cold and snowy here in Rhode Island, they'll get to escape this cold for a little bit and head down south where they'll begin their season at the University of Florida. Welcome back to the Sports Wrap. I'm Courtney Geidel, joined by our Eyewitness Sports Patriots insider, Andy Grash. It wasn't pretty last night, but the Patriots weathered the storm and got a pivotal 23-14 win over the Chargers. Junior guard Tara Melendez took her skills to Puerto Rico this past summer, where she played for their national team. It was an opportunity of a lifetime that she deemed as a dream come true. I'm here with Nick Greenwood, current pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. Nick, you pitched in 19 games last year with the Cardinals. How has the journey been for you since you left URI? Welcome inside Meade Stadium, where the Rams are currently getting set to face the University of New Hampshire Wildcats. Now, the last time the Rams prevailed against the Wildcats was 4 years ago here in Rhode Island. I'm here with Charlie McKeeman. Charlie, you currently lead the team with 3 touchdowns, one of the favorite targets for the quarterback. Did you see yourself being such a crucial part of the offense coming into the season?
There was plenty to nitpick at. The red zone deficiencies in the first half, turnovers including Brandon LaFell's fumble, and Tom Brady's errant interception.
Hey, Coach, 2-0 start to the season. Have you guys taken time this week to kind of soak it in, enjoy the wins, or has it been fresh start, clean slate mentality?
I think we're, right.
The Rams look far beyond the game of football thanks to a very special part of their team. 3 of the past 4 games you guys have spent on the road. How important is it to come back home and get to play such a big game on home turf?
After all that, the Pats were resilient, the defense leading the way to a win that keeps them in the driver's seat for the AFC's top spot. Logan Mankins trade a couple weeks ago, obviously a huge blow to the Patriots. On the other end of that deal, Tim Wright, how do you see him faring with the Patriots? Do you see him contributing long term?
I do, because
It appears the John Lester free agency signing is imminent, as in today or tomorrow. Fox's Ken Rosenthal is saying Lester has narrowed down his list to the Giants and the Cubs.
Coach Hurley is clear in his expectations of this team, hard work and character. Has that been the focal point for you guys this season so far?
Oh, yeah.
Now you're from California, you go to school in Kansas. What's it like being out here on the East Coast? You were actually in the library yesterday handing out donuts. Is that kind of a way to lighten the mood for you and relieve some stress before the game?
Yeah, I mean, Coach.
It's rival week in college hoops in Rhode Island. While URI is already thinking about Wednesday's matchup at PC. At the Dunk, the Friars first have to worry about their matchup with Brown. Former Celtic Paul Pierce bringing his Wizards team into the Garden. Fourth quarter sees her up 10 off the miss. It's Pierce knocking down the 3. He had 16 points, pulling the Wizards within 7. Under a minute to go, Boston up just 1. Jeff Green to an open Avery Bradley in the corner. 3 ball is good to put the Celts up by 4. Last chance for Washington. All right, and speaking of tight ends, Gronk's return, what are your thoughts on that? Did you seem timid out there, or was it the same old Gronk?
I liked Gronk. I don't know why the hell
We're coming off a 17-inning game against Plymouth. I'm sure you almost knew you were going to get into pitch. How are your nerves during that game? The main concerns coming into this game for the Patriots was the Lions' top caliber defense and also their 2 weapons outside, Golden Tate and Calvin Johnson.
And if you missed it over the weekend, high school football champions were crowned. Hendricken won their 5th straight D1 title, avenging their loss earlier in the season to LaSalle. Moses Brown took the D2 title. Middletown and Burrillville also won championships. And in Massachusetts, Dartmouth beat Melrose to win the D3 championship. That's a look at sports. I'm Courtney Geidel. Have a good night, everybody.
You guys have had 2 rain-outs this week, haven't played in just about a week. Do you think all that time off is an advantage for you guys coming into the game today?
The series has been terrific in recent years. Brown won by a single point in 2012. Last year, the Friars held off the Bears by just 4 points. Expect another good one tonight. A late tip, 9 p.m. from the Dunk. Highlights at 10 and 11.
Which Hurley implements a very aggressive style of play, attacking at both ends of the court. Does that require any extra conditioning for you guys?
Oh, yeah.
You've obviously dedicated a lot of your life to football. Aside from football, talk about some hobbies you have.
Well.
Women's hoops, Daniel LaForce and URI visiting PC, a precursor for Wednesday's men's game. Rams trying to make it 5 wins in a row using their D early. Sharice Wilson the steal, and then hits the pull-up jumper to extend the roadie lead.
TJ, as a senior, you've experienced 2 different coaching staffs here at URI. Talk about the progression of the program you've seen over your past 4 years here. Playing Nebraska on Saturday, a nationally ranked team, has the preparation for you guys been any different this week?